What? Oh, please, don't bother me. I'm working on something extremely important.
It better be pretty important if you're gonna talk to my friend like that.
Sweetheart, what I'm doing will change the future of Neva Tuliri forever!
That does sound important, I guess.
It is, darling. I'm going to change how our floats are...
That is literally the least important thing you could have named. I'm not being hyperbolic. There are no less important things than that. None. I almost respect that.
I know! Isn't it amazing? This will be life-changing for everyone in the city. Even better! Since I know I've made such an impression on all you kids, why don't you help me shape that future?
Why? Because doing anything else is empirically more important.
Then you'll do it? Splendid! I asked for ribbons from all over town, but not everyone has given me their contribution yet. If you could all just scoot around to Lyra and grab those for me?
But
Time is wasting. Go on, shoot!
But...
Stop. Don't bother, Crispell. We've been outmaneuvered. Somehow. Let's just get her ribbons and be done with this.
That sounds magnificent! Let's see! The store owner promised me a ribbon. So did some of the university students. Brandon has the last one. He's by the Central Monument. I'm sure it won't be any trouble for you strapping young heroes. There's even a reward in it for you. Now, scoot!
it's too bad that only memories can be preserved in sapphires. I guess no one can live forever.
Hello, travelers. I'm here.
Hello, Elizabeth. Do you have any decorations for a parade card? Miss Dreena said you had a ribbon for her.
Oh, the decoration Miss Dreena asked for, Meow. You're collecting ribbons for her?
You could say that.
Oh, then here you go. Meow.
Wouldn't hurt. What do you say, Crispell?
I suppose we can help Miss Dreena with this. What harm could it do?
Then it's settled. On to the show! That was magnificent! People couldn't take their eyes off my float. I knew it would be a hit. It's a new era in parade technology. Soon I'll be the one in charge of the whole parade. Oh, thank you. I don't know what would have happened if you all hadn't played your tiny, almost inconsequential part.
Right. Anyway, you mentioned a reward?
Oh, of course! Here, my gift to you.
Well, I'm certainly glad we were able to help Miss Dreena. And riding on that float was kind of fun.
What a curious experience that was. But I cannot deny it was enjoyable.
That's enough reminiscing. We still have more important matters to attend to.
What's this?
A projector? Could be worth watching.
Matthias?
Leave it to me. Perfect state, as expected. Let us return it to the present.
A projector with Gladys's image.
A hologram. A recording from the past. Of Gladys and the twins, it appears.
Activate it! Activate it!
So there you go. Do you have the ring?
Huh?
It appears it's been partially corrupted.
Where did you put the book, Irva? I hid it in the museum, idiot. No one will look for it there. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Besides, after I burned it, it looked like every other piece of old trash. What about the ring? You'll love this. What? You know the statue in the middle of the plaza? Obviously. I stuck it in a small hole under one of the pillars. No one is going to find it there. Nice. Huh? Wait, we left this thing on.
The projection ends there.
So the ring is in the statue in the middle of town?
That doesn't seem too difficult.
Let us go, friends.
So we need a sample for Rojizo, right?
Yes, I think one will be enough.
This should be no problem. Just let me at it.
That's it.
This sample should do for Rojizo.
My young friends.
What is it? Look out! bad guys. Why do we always have to fight monsters?
This is their home. We're trespassing. Uninvited, tramping around, making a mess. Is it such a mystery? Here, we're the monsters.
Well, when you put it like that.
I used small words. It helps. And try to remember, there are two sides to every battle. Neither thinks they're the bad guys.
Should we not return to Rojizo now?
Yeah, let's go. I don't want to be the monster here.
Rojizo, we have your water sample.
Just in time. That's all I need to finish the repairs. Give me a second. There you go. As good as new.
Impressive work.
I might not be as good as my dad, but I know my way around these things.
Thanks a lot, Rojizo.
Now, let's go see if we can talk some sense to that Joseph guy.
You again? What now?
Well, as your old mentor, I wanted to give you something. A reminder of the old days. When you were less... this.
What a joke. And how do you figure? Wait. Is this
What do you see?
my future? I'm alone. And she's alone.
Yes. That's because currently, you're an ass and she's a fool. Things will need to change. You'll need to stop being such an ass. This, in turn, will prevent her from being a fool for thinking you're worthwhile. Or continue being insufferable. You'll die alone. More tragically, so will she. Your choice.
I don't.
Tell her how you feel. Who cares if she's a Sindarian? What does anyone else's opinion really matter?
You're right. After my mother died, I was lost, rudderless. I needed someone, anyone I could find, to give me guidance.
I assume you found Rallis?
She appeared out of nowhere, just when I needed her most. She rambled about things that only Mom knew. She kept saying that we needed to distance ourselves from some people, unworthy people. The more she talked, the more it made sense that the only people in Tulira who weren't unworthy were us, the Orowids. We have power, riches, respect, and they all hate us. Everyone.
Not everyone. Not Soul.
She still believes in me?
She believes that there's still good in you.
Of course she would. That's Soul. I've been such a fool.
Agreed. You are an idiot. Now go and apologize to her.
I will. Thank you, everyone. I'll do better. Be better. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to beg for forgiveness.
Thank you all. This feels like a dream to me. I don't have much, but I want you to have this. I don't think I'll be returning to Cinder anytime soon. You might need it more than me.
Thank you, Saul. Also, I think this Rawless woman is up to no good.
Yes! Was it the painfully obvious and abundant clues that tipped you off? Regardless, we need to investigate further. The twins seem to have been collaborating with her, which makes things a bit more interesting.
Must be around here.
Oh!
Well done, Crisbell. Will you do the honors?
Of course, Maestro.
Let me take a look at it.
I decided to try again today. They're my children. I can't give up. I'll get through to them, no matter what it takes. I had another discussion with Arvo and Irva today, although it turned into more of a fight, to be honest. I tried to talk to them, but they just wouldn't listen. Still, I've got to find a way to get through. I'm at my wit's end. I'm not entirely sure what to do. I think I'm going to try putting them in charge of the new renovation fund I'm establishing. Maybe if they see for themselves how our money is improving the city, it will change their perspective. I told Arvo and Irva about the fund. For the first time in a long time, they didn't argue. Maybe we are making progress.
Seems like their relationship was bumpier than they let on in public.
This also seems like an unlikely way for a dispute to be resolved.
I agree. This probably wasn't the end of their troubles.
So, what should we do now?
Perhaps we should speak with the Mother Superior again. And tell her we were able to open the diary.
Ugh, I don't really like being in places this crowded.
They appear to be mourning someone. I have observed this behavior previously.
Gladys must have been a pretty important person. It feels almost like the whole city is gathered here.
She was the head of the Orowitz family. She had a kind heart that cared for everyone, without distinction. And she always put the well-being of Tuliri first. She was a good friend.
Shh, it's starting.
Family and friends, we have come together today to mourn the tragic loss of our beloved matron, Gladys Orowitz. May her soul find peace in the warm arms of the Lady. Lady Gladys was an inspiration to us all. I'm sure we each have many stories of her selflessness and kindness. So today, although we mourn, we should also try to celebrate a life well lived. I ask that everyone please come together, take a moment, and share your happy memories of Lady Gladys with each other. Knowing her, I'm sure she would rather be remembered with smiles than with tears.
So what do we do now?
Let's go talk to Uncle Lucio.
When I said I wanted to study in the university, she was the first one to encourage me. She was always like that, bringing out the best in people.
I remember how she was always kind to everyone in town. She even brought me medicine when I was sick.
Lady Gladys was always a philanthropist. Half the things in the museum were donated by her.
She was a great teacher. We're going to miss her.
She was a good person. She even liked natural magic.
It's too bad that only memories can be preserved in sapphires. I guess no one can live forever.
Gladys always used to say she wasn't a fan of the war. And she always greeted returning soldiers with the warmest of smiles. I can almost see her now.
I'm glad of those Sundarians came. I simply don't understand how Gladys could have been so sympathetic towards them.
I hate that Risa. She doesn't even go to Mass often enough.
You won't get anything from that diary!
Besides, it's not like anyone will believe you.
I can't believe I used to teach you kids.
Master Wilhelm, I'm happy you made it. Gladys would have wanted you here.
I'm glad I made it too. Risa let me know what was happening. Have the two of you made any progress on your investigation into Rawlis?
Some. Supposedly she was Gladys's cousin, who had been living abroad. Almost no one here seems to remember her, although both the twins vouched for her. I checked and I was able to find some holdings in her name, but I couldn't find anyone who actually recalls seeing her there. No one saw her kidnap Franny either. If we were to confront her now, it would just be our word against hers. And that's where the trail runs cold, I fear. I would ask Gladys about her, but one can't interrogate the dead.
Maybe there's something I can do to help with that.
How so? What do you mean?
I think that's Lady Gladys I see in the past. I may be able to use time magic to find out what she's saying.
Leave it to me, Crispell.
Oh, is that Professor Wilhelm I see? I'm sorry about before, and I believe we haven't been properly introduced. Gladys and I exchanged so many letters over the years that I recognized you instantly. Didn't she have a phrase? A towering intellect in little boys' overalls.
I'm gonna use that.
I have to say, you did an excellent job educating the children. If only Gladys had focused on their manners a little bit more. Anyway, you're welcome to join us during the memorial, but try to not talk too much. It would be rude under the circumstances. I hope you will come by the house for dinner at a more appropriate time.
I definitely will.
It warms my heart to see the city prospering like this. My children seem to think I'm invincible, but I won't be here to guide them forever. I suppose there's only one thing left to do. Time to go finish that will I've been working on.
Master Wilhelm, did you manage to find a way to open the book?
Indeed. We found the ring and managed to open it.
Wonderful. But could I trouble you with something else?
Of course.
Could you give me that book, please?
Huh?
That book is the last memory of my dear friend Gladys. I would like to keep it in honor of her.
I suppose it's for the best. You can have it.
Oh dear. Thank you. I want you to have this. Perhaps you'll find greater use for it.
I guess that's all we're going to learn from the book.
Yes. Let's resume following our other priorities.
Crispell, did you learn anything useful?
I think so, Mr. Lucio. Did you know Lady Gladys left a will?
I knew she started working on one, once, but not what became of it.
My friends, we now have a special announcement. Lady Rawlis wishes to address the group.
Today is indeed a very sad day.
Hey, that's the bird lady I saw. I think.
But the Orowitz family must move forward. I'm sure that is what Gladys would have wanted. And to that end, we do have some business that needs to be resolved. The family needs to choose a new matriarch. Before her tragic death, my dear sister Gladys made me promise that I would take care of the family if anything happened to her. She was quite insistent that the family fortune be protected and stay within the family. So, it is with a heavy heart that I nominate myself for the role.
That woman kidnapped my Franny.
And she plotted with the Empress.
And she came out of a magic portal and smashed the mural.
And she... Wait, what? Buki, are you saying you saw what happened?
Yes. No? Maybe. I think. I'm sorry, dearie. My memory hasn't been the same ever since I lost my part.
Maybe Rallis disassembled her to prevent her from telling the story.
If we can find the missing components, I think it should be possible to repair her.
Wow, Kay. Talk about being reliable.
Do you know where the rest of your body might be, Miss Buki?
I'm not entirely sure, but I can still feel around them a bit. They're somewhere salty and dark and full of monsters. Not very pleasant.
That sounds like the depths of the salt mines. Let's go check it out. Just hold tight, Gladys. We won't let this woman ruin your legacy. The entrance to the mines is to the west, Crispell. Let's go find Buki's missing parts.
Oh, thank you all so much for doing this for me, dearies. Oh, perhaps afterwards I can bake you all some cookies. Oh, I see them. Some of my parts are right there. Ah, my pearls. Oh, it feels so good to see them again. Once I'm all back together, I'll have to find a proper way to thank you.
Young ones only know how to complain. Mining is a reputable job. It's an honor just to be able to work with this sacred material. Young ones only know how to complain. Mining is a reputable job. It's an honor just to be able to work.
Great display, Crispell.
Mining is getting harder with so many monsters lurking around.
We're confined to this tiny space.
Glad we found it, but it looks like someone's been here recently.
Judging by the blue crumbles, I'd say the miners have been digging up and grinding small sapphires into dust.
But why would they do that?
A long time ago, there was a group of people in this area who did the same thing. They used the dust for rituals.
How long ago was this?
1,246 years.
I should have known better than to ask.
Hello there. I don't usually like quite so much salt, but it sure creates a surreal environment. These mines have some sort of ethereal quality to them. It must be the salt taking different shapes, having been molded by hand and magic and time. Or maybe just the ghost roaming around the mine. These mines sure have changed from the last time I visited them.
Oh, there's my body. It's not much to look at, but I am rather fond of it. Oh, thank you so much, children. This whole thing has been such a gosh darn ordeal. Oh, pardon my language.
Let's return to the cathedral. We should be able to reassemble her there. Give me some time, and I will see if I can reassemble her.
Ah, I'm my old self again. Oh, what a relief. Thank you, children.
Miss Buki, do you remember what happened when you first saw Miss Rawless?
Oh, yes, sweetie. Let me just get my memories back in order. Oh. That's too far back. Oh, wait! Oh. Oh, no.
What is it?
I remember now. Two people came here. They sprinkled sapphire dust around and chanted some kind of ritual. Then that Rawless woman appeared and said something like, "My resurrection can only be completed by..."
I'll stop you right there.
What?
You again!
Don't be an animal. I'm not here to get my own hands dirty. But I can't allow you to put my client on the spot. It seems like you went to a lot of work rebuilding this machine. I guess I'll let you have some fun with it.
Is she talking about me?
The Empress gave me this device for something else, but I think I'll make use of it here. It makes old technology like this go haywire.
Intruders! I must defend the brood.
Hope you all have fun.
It's going to be nice decorating the cathedral with your bodies.
You can try, you crazy robots!
Careful. The mask seems to be an important part of her fighting style.
I am not sure that death is the right concept. Her systems have crashed, but she is rebooting.
Enabling startup sequence. Consciousness protocol initialized. Oh, dearie me. What just happened? I'm so sorry.
Buki, are you all right?
Yes, I think so. Maybe.
What about her memories? Buki, do you remember what you were saying about Rawlis?
Oh, yes, I remember. She said, my resurrection can only be completed by trading one life for another. Then the two bird people laid something down in a circle of sapphire dust, and one of them said, Arvo, I brought it. This is Mom's hairband. There was a flash of light, and then that Rawlis lady stepped out of a portal. She laughed, and then she smashed the mural. I tried to stop her, but she tore me apart. I'm sorry, my dears. That's all I can remember.
No. Thank you, Miss Buki. You've been very helpful. Come on, everyone. Let's go tell Risa what we've learned. Oh, wow, look! It seems like the parade has started.
Indeed it has.
What are they celebrating anyways?
The anniversary of the final battle from the First War. Many people died repelling her first assault on Crystallis. This parade is to honor their memories.
And now, she's building another army and trying again.
Yes. If we don't find a way to stop her, this time it could be even worse.
If she succeeds and that vision comes true, the cataclysm we saw at the lake, most of the world will be destroyed. We have to find a way to stop her.